Most people never stop self-sabotaging because they never understand what's actually causing it. It's called the shadow. But the shadow is not your enemy. It's the part of you that was never actually allowed to exist. In this video, I'm going to give you 3 steps how you can identify it, understand it, and overcome your shadow. The only thing I'm asking of you is to like this video and subscribe. Let's go into it. So identify your shadow. Most people never stop self-sabotaging because they never identify what is actually causing it. The shadow is not your enemy. It's a part of you that was never allowed to exist. Every time someone told you that you were too much, not enough, too sensitive, too ambitious, you push that part of yourself into the dark. And now it runs your life from the shadows without you knowing. So the shadow self is actually a repressed version of you that's lying underneath you. So let's say you were in an argument with somebody. Instead of telling them how you truly feel and that you're angry and that you're hurt, you actually just repress those emotions and then you put them in your shadow. Your shadow grows larger over time. So we can see through this picture that the hidden self, the shadow, is in the unconscious. The more you fill your shadow with repressed emotions, the more worse you become. The harder you manifest things. Because your shadow is slowly taking over. All those emotions you put into your shadow is slowly eating you up. Your entire shadow is becoming you. Your subconscious, the shadow is growing in the subconscious and it's slowly taking over. So if you continue doing this, what's gonna happen to you is that in the end you'll become the shadow itself. You'll be negative, you won't love anybody, you will only want to be alone. You will feel like a failure your entire life because all those emotions will keep eating you up. So that those patterns, the repetition, the self-sabotage, the old wounds, everything you carry lies in the shadow. And again, the shadow is just growing and growing inside of you, inside of your subconscious. So the way to identify your shadow is simple. Look at your patterns. What do you keep doing that works against you? Is it procrastination? Is it avoiding success? Is it pushing people away, destroying good things? What do you keep doing, repeating in your life right now that is actually delaying you for the things that you want? Is it eating like bad food, unhealthy food? What are the habits, what are the patterns that you keep doing every day that keep sabotaging you? You have to identify them. Look throughout your life. Get a journal, write them down. Because you have to know thy enemy to understand thy enemy. The more you know, the less fear you have against the shadow. And when you have courage, that's how you beat the shadow. When you have the willpower to get out of those patterns, to get out of those habits, that's how you win. And you get more willpower by knowing more, by understanding more, by getting to know the shadow itself. Whatever it is, that is your shadow speaking. It is not weakness. It is an old identity protecting itself. Now, the action you can take here is write down the one pattern that keeps repeating in your life. That pattern is the shadow showing itself. You have to do this. It's not going to help you if you just watch this video. You have to actively be part of it. We need to go on a journey together for you to be helped, for you to be free of the shadow. Next step is understanding the shadow. So your shadow is not trying to destroy you. It is trying to protect you from something it learned was dangerous a long time ago. Success felt dangerous because it brought pressure. Love felt dangerous because it brought loss. In your past, you built your shadow slowly. Maybe it was through trauma. Maybe you saw one of your loved ones going through something and then you understand, oh, if they can't do something, then I probably can't do it either. If this is how the world works, then I have to accept it for myself. But that's not how the world works. That's their story. There's millions, there's millions and millions different kinds of stories. There's so many people who actually did the thing that you're trying to do right now. They fixed their life. They live healthy. They have a healthy relationship. They have a wife. They have a husband. They have a boyfriend, girl. They have kids. They have what they want, what you want. They have. They got it. And how do they get it? It's because they disintegrated or integrated or even removed their shadow, their doubts, their fear from the picture. And they just did it. Or some people don't even have shadows in that area they're trying to manifest. That's why it works so much faster for some people and not for you. Because you have those unrepressed feelings you don't want to talk about, that you put down in yourself. And because those feelings are destroying you from the inside. The shadow learned that staying small was safe. And every time you try to grow, it pulls you back to safety. This is why high achievers self-sabotage at the moment of breakthrough. The shadow says, this is too much. Get back where it is safe. Understanding this changes everything. You stop fighting yourself and start having a conversation with yourself. What you can do is actually talk to your shadow. Because again, your shadow isn't the enemy. There are no enemies. There's nobody here to hurt you. The shadow is trying to protect you. But it's like an overprotecting parent that's afraid of the world for you. It wants to shield you from failure, from hurt, from trouble, from a troubled life. Now, sometimes that is going to help you. If you're going to do something crazy, then yeah, it's probably going to save your life. But if you want to make something out of yourself, it's not going to let you. It's going to do everything it can to stop you from achieving that. Because it doesn't want you to be hurt. But to be hurt or to go through difficult times is to grow, is to be better, is to do more things that you want. So your action is ask yourself, what is my shadow trying to protect me from? Write the answer without judgment and just observe and accept it. Third step here is decide a new identity. So you cannot destroy the shadow. You can only make it irrelevant by deciding who you are now. The shadow runs on the old identity, the one formed by fear, by other people's opinions, by past experiences. Now, what you need to understand first is that there is no past, there is no future. The only time that truly exists is now. It's the only time you can change and be who you are is now. Let's say you lost all your memories. You would not be the same person. Let's say you don't remember your traumas. You would not be the same person. Your identity will absolutely change. Now, if you truly can't believe that there is no past, there is no future, that means that you right now can be whoever you want to be. Because there was no you before now. And there is no you after now. There's only you now. So be the you now that has the things that you truly want. The moment you decide a new identity, the shadow loses its power source. This is the lead secret. The most successful people in the world do not have less fear. They have a stronger, decided identity than their shadow. Because when you overpower your shadow, you are the one who's in control. You are the one who's going to do the things, even if the shadow doesn't want you to do them. There's always that voice in your head, don't do this. This is bad, you're too tired. We're gonna do it tomorrow. Where is that voice coming from? Why would you say that to yourself? It's the old identity. It's the shadow who's controlling you. And the thing the shadow truly wants is very simple. It wants to exist. And for the shadow to exist, it needs to give you inputs. It needs to feed you negative energy for it to survive. But if you know who you are, and if you know that you are the person who has this, who is like that, who has this kind of life, and you understand that every decision you make is this decision you truly want and is the best for you, then you will get the best things. You will overpower the shadow. They do not fight their self-sabotage. They simply become someone for whom the old pattern no longer makes sense. Let's say you have that pattern you're doing every day that you don't like. It's not about you trying to fight the thing that you're doing. Let's say you drink too much, you eat too much. Instead of looking at it, oh, I'm a person who eats this much, I need to go on a diet. You need to have an identity of a person who never does that thing in the first place. If you're a smoker, if you smoke cigarettes, you need to not identify as a smoker. You're just a guy who doesn't smoke. You're not a guy who stopped smoking or is trying to stop smoking. But because if you identify as a person who's trying to leave smoking, then you will always try to leave smoking. But if you identify as a person who is not a smoker, then you're just not a smoker. That's the only way how you can truly change right now. By not identifying with the person who you think you are. The decision is simple. I am no longer the person that story belongs to. I am decided. My identity is chosen, not inherited. It's not something you got out of childhood. It is something you create in the now moment. That's what people don't understand. They think that their childhood, their past is defining them. That is not true. It's only true because you let it be true. You're letting your past decisions, your past actions, your past trauma dictate your now. You are not your shadow. The shadow is not who you are. It is who you were told to be. The moment you identify it, understand it, and decide beyond it, the self-sabotage stops. Not because you fought for it, because you became someone it no longer recognizes. Hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to like this video, comment down below, and subscribe. And I'm gonna see you in the next one.